Hey there, John. How's it going today? Okay. Well, we got in our big order. Hey, good morning there, Drew. And hey there, Paul's Way. How you doing? Okay, I am tying up the mud dog. I did get an order, and a pretty nice order too. So we got a tackle store order in, and I'm gonna tie up what I don't have. We had most of it. We probably had about 98% of the order, which is good. That's why I work so hard. Hey there, Burke. How you doing? This is my first live of the day. I'm going to tie up a couple of these mud dogs here. Tying up some ants. That's good. Just don't tie up any uncles, okay? Hey, how's it going? I'm doing great. I am doing good. I've had a lot of stuff going on here. I sent out some price quotes, and I set up a GoFundMe. Well, I didn't set up the GoFundMe, but uh, I put Backdrafts, which is Scotty's, um, name. Uh, he has a GoFundMe set up. He just had his kidney transplant, and they're trying to raise up some funds for him. And if you go to our Facebook page, you'll see his GoFundMe there. Every little bit helps, even if it's 20 bucks or whatever. I'm gonna talk it over with my wife tonight and see what we can do to help him out. Hey there, Brett from Canada. Yep. And we sold 16 rods, 8 of the 4-footers and 8 of the 7-footers to Tackle Bandit. They're going to be carrying our crappie poles. Can I have mod? Well, if you want to make me your mod, you can make me your mod. Yeah, if you're asking me for a mod, yeah, add me as a mod. Guys, everybody, thank you guys for coming in. Hope everybody's doing well. The first couple of jigs I'm tying here this morning are going to be going to Tackle Bandit. They are having their spring event. That's what they're calling it. It's been their customer appreciation day, but they're going to be doing a couple of these a year. One in the fall and one in the spring. Oh, wow, just made it out of Tulsa. Yep. Well, I do appreciate all the orders you guys are putting in. We had another hat order come in yesterday. And that's these hats right here. I've already had somebody say that they're going to buy one of each color of the hat. And they're going to get both of the brands on there, the Flowcast brand and the Ruben Flores Jig brand. They're really good hats. They're really good hats. Yep, the Ninja 7. Yes, it is. Ultralight rod. Has a split grip on it. We've already had a lot of people send me pictures of the fish they're catching with that rod. I'm just fully excited about it. Warriors to dinner the other night. Yeah, they're just nice, attractive hats. We had one fella buy a couple of hats, and he's using one to go fishing with, and one just going out hat. Do appreciate everybody in here. Hope everybody's doing great. Yeah, this is the problem I run into with the Stonpo bobbin. It wants to loosen up on me, and then I have to tighten it back up. This here is a 16th ounce. It's called the Mud Dog. It's a really good color for muddy water. Muddy, muddy, muddy water. Hey, Oklahoma Dirt. You love your hat? Oh, well, thanks. I'll get to see Oklahoma Dirt here a little bit later on. He'll be coming out to work on my truck. Then we'll be able to get our boat out. Today's a nice day. Today's pretty. It's kind of breezy, but nice day. Can't wait to get my boat out. Oh, you are? What kind of boat is it? What kind of boat you got there for sale? Northeastern States, muddy water. Yes, yep. Oh yeah, it's windy here. It just started picking up. Just started picking up. It's going to be windy. I think the next, I want to say it's either tomorrow or Friday. The wind is supposed to be a lot less. Oh, okay. Yeah, in fact, this evening I'm going to probably take the cover off her boat. I'm going to take the cover off and do a little bit of cleaning or whatever to it. I got to plug it up too. I got to get that dude charged up. I've been plugging it up about every couple weeks because I don't want the batteries to go dead on me. Causes hormonal changes. Yep. This weekend, yeah. Yep. Saturday would have been a good day to take the boat out, but we do have the Tackle Bandit event that we're going to be going to. If anybody lives close to Tulsa, Oklahoma, or Collinsville, make sure to come on out. We're going to be there for a few hours. Help them sell our jigs and our rods and our fishing line. Hoping to fish Friday through Sunday. That sounds good. Oh, Oklahoma Dirt, make sure to pick him up. He's also going to be fishing bass tournaments this year. He's going to be fishing some bass tournaments. Yeah, Tackle Bandit bought a bunch of jigs. He was telling me yesterday he was going to put in a little order. It turned out to be a pretty decent size order. Yeah, that'll be good. Got rained out for 3 days for opening day. When are you going to try to get out there, John? I can't wait. Yep. Lots of lures, lots of lures. Friday and Saturday. Well, I hope you do get to go out. Perch still. Oh, good. How do you tell when they're in that stage, when they're out there spawning and all that stuff? How do you tell that? I'm not an avid avid perch fisherman. I wish they would get bigger here. They don't get really, I mean, they're eatable size, but they're not as big as some of these other state fish. There's a couple of people I know locally that's all they do is perch fish. They'll fill up a bucket with about 30 of them and take them home and fry them up. A lot of them will use what you call mealworms, I guess. Mealworms. Oh yeah, like chocolate milk. Well, here, I'm going to bring you guys in a little bit here. You guys can get a closer view. Be switching over to a 1/8 ounce here in just a little bit. Yeah, if you're brand new to watching, make sure to subscribe. I go live every day. I go live on TikTok too, Facebook, Instagram. Sometimes I go on Clapper. Mostly YouTube and TikTok. Yeah, we don't have any chocolate milk lakes right near me, but down in Eufaula, it's like chocolate milk there. And then if you go to Uchi, which is northeast of us, that water is like a dingy green. This again is our mud dog. This is a 1/16 ounce. Okay, we got to do 1 pack of these. I don't have any more of the heads painted, or I would be doing extras. That's my feather bag. Okay, next we're going to go to a white neck hackle. And that'll be for this ambassador jig. I'll be using chartreuse thread. And I'll be using a silver flash. There we go. We do have our flashing on sale on our site. I'm going to take you guys down here for a second. Let's go ahead and trim up some of these feathers here. So this is neck hackle. And then these are the V-cuts. I'm not going to trim up a whole lot of these because we're only going to be doing 3 of these. So I'll need 3 tips and I'll need a bunch of V-cuts. There we go, right there. That's our tip there. I like putting a tip on the 1/16, 1/8, and 1/4 ounce. Mainly to give it a pointy tail when you have all the feathers on there. So each of the 1/8 ounce are going to have about anywhere from 5 to 6 V-cuts on there. Okay, we're going to cut one more up and then we're going to be ready to tie. Sometimes you get feathers that are real, they don't look that great. You just got to take what you can off of them. Discard the rest. Okay, let's get ready to tie these dudes up. Run stain to clear, but spring rains turn it into... Yes, it does. We've been getting a lot of spring rain here. Move into shallow streams, exit interest in the week, color brighten. Oh, wow, okay. Oh, they do act like crappie and some of these other fish. Can I put in an early vote for the June monthly jig? Yeah, what color? What color are you talking about there? A lot of times we'll throw new colors out there for the jigs of the month, and we are going to be taking down one of the we are going to be adding a new color here this month. I'm probably going to refurbish our cotton candy and change it up a little bit. So that's one of the things that may happen. But yeah, I'm always up for ideas, new ideas and things like that. Hey there, Brandon. How's it going there? Guys, again, thanks for dropping in. Going to add 2 more feathers on here. A purple and blue June bug. Oh, that sounds pretty too. Is the head in the picture? You guys let me know if the head's not in the picture. Oh yeah? Well, you know what? That would be a good color. That sounds like a really good color there. Just took a lunch break. Good morning, everybody. Thank you guys for coming in. There we go. That is pretty color there. That's an old color, red, chartreuse, and white. That's one of those colors like the striker jig, which is black and chartreuse, that have just been around forever. I got introduced to hand-tied lures years ago, going to some of the little tackle stores in our area in Texas, and we used to go to Buchanan Lake, and there was a tackle store there that had a lot of the flea fly jigs. That was the first company I ever knew that did hand-tied lures. Have you guys ever heard of worm grunting? I bought me one of these worm grunting sticks last year, and I haven't got it to work. We have a trench in our front yard that goes along our property, and it's been filled up with water. You know, it's slowly receding. But I thought, man, there's a bunch of leaves in there. I thought maybe I'll do the worm grunting thing where you have your sticks and you rub them together and it kind of clicks. Supposed to mimic a what do you call it? Oh, I can't remember what it's supposed to mimic, but anyhow, it's supposed to draw the worms up from the bottom or from the ground. Never heard of it? Yep. Yeah, just Google up flea fly, and their company's been around forever. Some really good, they're pretty good lures. I'm going to say they're not really good. They're pretty good. They've just been around forever. Yeah, they're supposed to draw the worms up, and I bought one, and I can't remember what company, but it's two sticks. One's all ribbed up, and you rub it in the ground, and you put your stick in the dirt, push it in, and it's supposed to draw the worms up. I've never got it to work. I've been seeing videos, and I thought, man, they must live in some really good worm areas. I know if I put a pitchfork in the ground, I know I'd probably dig up some big worms, and a lot of times when it does rain, it does draw the worms up. Electric rod to stick in the ground, shocks them. Yeah, I've thought about doing that, and I thought, man, that's all I need is for my wife to find me in the yard, passed out or whatever, I'd end up electrocuting myself. She'd drive in from work and find me all sprawled out on the ground, probably convulsing. Yep, that I would be that guy that does it to himself. I went out yesterday and I took my tripod, I took my phone out there with me, and I thought, man, I think that would be, yeah, the mole, it mimics the mole, digging, yep. And I thought, man, it'd be nice to get a video of me drawing worms up out of the ground. Worms, they do really work great here for catfishing. I have been told they only work for channel cat and flatheads. But last spring, I saw a fella. He was using like night crawlers, and he was catching a bunch of blue cats with them. I do appreciate the likes. I see the little hearts going up there. Okay, the next color, we're going to move on. We're going to use marabou for the next color. And it's a color that I made up for Tackle Bandit during the COVID lockdowns and everything. And it's called the Odyssey. So I'm going to put these white neck hackle feathers up. I'm going to pull out some white thread and some white chenille. I do use a 210 denier. Let's get some white feathers out. I'm going to do a little extra. I got plenty of these heads already with eyes on them. The jitterbug jig, while my hands are convulsing. Yeah. Another method using attic and heavy wooden fire, and it's creation that does drews them to the surface. Yeah, I need to, and I've done this in the past when we lived at our other house. We used to live up in Chelsea, Oklahoma, and I would have these big cardboard, just boxes that I would break down, and I would lay them over this area. It was about I'd have to say about a 2 or 3 foot by 6 foot area. And we had planted a garden, and I would till up, or my wife would till the garden, and on one part that she didn't use, I would put cardboard paper down. I try to keep it wet, and I would always lift up the cardboard, and those worms would be right there, ripe for the picking. Ripe for the picking. On a 5/0 hook, yep. Ooh, that's a lot of worms there. Stick a, is that a 3 foot tomato stick? Huh. I had a friend of mine that would use a stick, and he would just rub the stick. It had a lot of branches on it, and he would just rub it on the ground where he lived at, and the worms would pop up. I thought that is just wild. I wish I could get them to do that, where we lived at, but and he didn't live too far, you know. He didn't live that far away. And these feathers are filled up with static electricity. There's a lot of static. Yeah, red wiggler by the thousands. Yeah, and I have a worm farm, and here in the shop I actually have a worm farm. And when I ordered worms, they sent me the little red wigglers, and man, you can't use them really for catfishing. Maybe if I put them in a little, like a pantyhose ball, put them in pantyhose and then put that on the hook. Maybe I'd use that for catfishing, but they just never grew. They didn't even the red wigglers they had, and I didn't order them. I ordered what I thought were going to be 5 to 8 inch long worms, and maybe that's how long they get when they're fully stretched out. But they were just little bitty worms. Okay, these are 1/8 ounce. These are the Odyssey jigs. I started tying these up when we ran out of silver chenille during COVID. We did run out for a little bit, and they needed the shiners, and I couldn't tie them up the shiners. So I ended up, making this. Oh, what did I just do? How on earth did I just do that? Hang on, guys. Oh, how did I do that? How do I get rid of the green screen? I got a green screen here. How do I get rid of that? What did I accidentally?
Good luck with the move, Super Cat. Love, Grandma.
That's just wild. How did I do that? I don't know how to escape that. Oh, there we go. We're back.
Don't forget to eat. Excel and you are Linda.
I don't know how I did that.
Sometimes it's about grit, the courage to rise before doubt makes the
sometimes strength is holding it all together. Or it's the confidence to lead. Find your strength with music. Visit tryeaton.com to discover how.
The great state of Texas is as diverse as its people. It stretches from the sunny beaches of the Gulf Coast to the great plains and mountains of West Texas, with the two mighty rivers forming its borders on the north and south. It has small town charm and big city experience and everything in between. No matter where you are, Standard wants to be your insurance company. Standard Insurance, proudly serving the people of Texas for over 65 years.
Okay, this is our Odyssey jig. So when we didn't have the chenille, I went ahead and made this color for them. And it stuck around. This color has been around with them for, I'd have to say, about 4 years. 5 years. I do think we have this on the site now. I'm not sure, but this color may be on our website. Oh, well, that's pretty good, I guess. When's the Junebug making a comeback? Maybe pretty soon. We'll see. We will see. Yeah, the last time we had the Junebug, we just couldn't sell it. You guys are going to have to help me sell the Junebug. I'm probably going to do something a little bit different with the body this time around. Do something a little bit different with the body. Yeah, we've had probably 2 or 3 different variations of the Junebug on our site, and it just never really took off. Now you're talking about one with the chartreuse tail. We may try to do something a little bit different with the tail. We may still have, we may still incorporate the chartreuse tail, but we may add something a little bit different this time. I think that maybe that dark Royale, which is basically blue and purple, that chenille may go good with the Junebug. Oh, that's good there. That is good there, Bert. Hey, Mr. Remington, how are you doing today? I saw Mr. Panfish King, Richard. He's been sending me pictures of his bass lures, and man, his bass lures look great. All righty, well, thank you so much for dropping in, and hope you have a really good day. I'm doing pretty good this morning. Yeah, they look really nice. I like those bass lures. Spinner blades look great on them and everything. This is the 1/8 ounce Odyssey. Do it from a mobile or from room. This is our shop here. Well, this is a shop that's not a part of our house. I mean, right now I'm using a Samsung S22 Ultra. I'm probably going to be getting a Samsung 25 here pretty soon. Yeah, we're probably going to do that because a lot of times I do live stream on 2 different phones, and that'll help out the clarity issues I've been dealing with. Because on my other phone, the picture's not that great. Oh, good. That's good. Oh, you're good. You're good. I understand. I welcome people from different countries in. I only speak English, so but if you can understand my English, you know, that's awesome. I don't even understand my English. Sometimes I'll play back the tapes of my recordings and I'm like, what on earth am I trying to say? What's the point I'm trying to get at?
Hey, it's me, your itchy flaky scalp. I crave relief. New CeraVe Anti-Dandruff Hair Care. Developed free from common irritants and allergens with 3 essential ceramides and unique MIT-free pyridinium zinc. Now I'm looking flake-free and healthy. New CeraVe Anti-Dandruff Hair
Yep,
Care.
they are small. Oh my goodness, thank you so much, John. This one here is a 1/8 ounce. It's called the Odyssey jig. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, if you are brand new and you hear that term uncle, it's a sign of respect. It's also a sign of someone talking to their elder. And so I've had it, you know, happen to me where I've had people call me that. Oh, now you're getting weird. Don't go getting weird on me. This is with the marabou tail. A lot of our lures, you can use them to catch crappie, trout, perch, bass, walleye, saugeye, skipjack, yellow perch, orange perch, all kinds of perch, freshwater, saltwater. Oh yeah. I don't like that. When it goes like that, you got these fibers over here that are long. Hmm. Looks like I can still use it. I'm going to use part of it. I'm going to two-piece it. Indian Russians are brothers. I don't know about that. Yeah, I know. I'm the same way. I hate wasting money. I don't like throwing away pieces. Now, if you tie with the neck hackle, you don't have as much throwaway as you do with the marabou. But sometimes you get feathers, you just can't really do anything with them. And I'm very fortunate that I do tie smaller lures too. And so a lot of times I'll use the pieces that I can't use for bigger lures, I'll use them for the smaller ones. Okay, I've been on for an hour. I'm going to take a little break here. I did get some messages in that I have to reply to. And again, go to our Facebook page, which is Ruben Flores Jigs. There's an account set up there for Backdraft, which is Scott. He's been in our lives a few times. He's actually been in the hospital for 6 weeks. So he had a kidney transplant, and family members are trying to help raise money for him. And so, as a pastor, I'd been in a bunch of hospitals, and when something like this happens, you get, people get behind on their bills, food. Your checking account gets drained pretty fast, especially like in this case. You get you get to where you're having to drive an hour or two from where you live, and you have pets at the house that need to be taken care of, you got a spouse that wants to stay with you at the hospital the whole time, but they may not have people to try to take care of their pets. So there's always things like that that happen. Also, gas money, food money, and stuff. And when you're having to travel a distance to go to a hospital to care for somebody's needs. So there's a lot of stuff going on. And if you guys can't give, that's okay. Make sure you keep them in your prayers, though. And it's Scott, and his wife is Nikki. So make sure to keep them in your prayers. And again, try to visit the our Facebook page. We have there's a GoFundMe there set up, and it'll help cover expenses and utilities and all kinds of stuff like that. So we'll catch you guys later. You guys have a good night, and thank you there, John, and everybody else that's been in our live. You guys have a great day. God bless. Bye bye.